Welcome to Smokey Approved. This is episode 111. And on this episode, this was a suggestion from United 46, if I'm remembering correctly. This is Avelino, Cassius Clay featuring Dave. I already fuck with Dave. We've got some Avelino Daily Duppies and some Fire in the Booths lined up at the top, somewhere in there. But this one was one that had somebody on it that I already messed with that I had never heard. And Dave will say, me personally, Dave is number one right now for me. Like for UK artists, Dave is for sure my number one guy. Like if I could get a feature from anybody over there, I'm calling that nigga first. I don't even care if the record does nothing. If it just plays in my car, totally happy to have that happen. However, Avelino is why we are actually here, because I'm already a fan of Dave, so this would be my first time ever hearing Avelino. So if there's other Avelino joints I need to check out that are not Fire in the Booths or Daily Duppies, then let me know, because they are up there already. And yeah, again, thank you to United 46 for the suggestion. Let's get into this one.
Made this happen, I was the cause. Hand me the bat and hand.
Okay, you just gonna start from the top?
Made this happen, I was the cause. Hand me the bat and hand me the torch. Running the game like it's a sport, but all I got in this world is my word and my balls. Yeah. Said Scarface. Yeah. Good fellas learn the hard way. Never had a godfather or my padre, so I went and got some Margellas for my Marj, cause it's been graveyard shift since I put that in his grave.
Yo, a lot of the flow, the way it's patterned is like not an old school, but just like to me, like a traditional New York American flow. But he's got his accent, so it doesn't come off that way. But I also don't hear a lot of songs from UK artists that kind of use like some soul sampling in the background, and then they kind of eat on the first section of the beat before the beat drops. Like I don't hear that too often. It's kind of, they let the beat build and shit, and then they kind of rap after the drop traditionally, from what I've heard. But this is like, I like this. I like how he's just cooking just a little bit in the beginning. I like that.
Got some Margellas for my Marj, cause it's been graveyard shift since I put that in his grave. Made it out of the maze, I'm in amazement. No haram, I go ham when I pray, cause there's no real helping hand when handling pain. If God made man in his image, I'ma create, I'ma be great. Me Cassius, Cassius Clay. Rumble in the jungle, I'm from the land of the brave. Souls in the sea, I rode in the deep, now with the wave. Yo, Dave, man, I still remember conversations about awards and the invalid validation. I got the world in my hands, that's world domination. Man, I'm not pop, we're just pop into the population. And I've got dreams and ambitions, people that listen. Love the fans, cause all I had was fiends in the kitchen.
I have to say, because I already like the way that Dave rhymes, I appreciate the skill level that Avelino is showing right here, because it sounds like he's an older nigga, like he's gonna be that nigga's older, and that's one of these like if I had grown up in the UK, this would be me seeing a Nas do a record with the ASAP Rocky or something like that. That's what the setup seems like. So to hear Avelino be a rapper of, we'll say, higher caliber, makes more sense to why Dave agreed to even do this record, in my mind, as somebody who's like, yo, like, why are we here? So that, hey, so far, hey, when he said that Cassius Clay, I like that shit. That shit was hard.
Ambitions, people that listen. Love the fans, cause all I had was fiends in the kitchen. I'm in the York, yes, I'm preaching and Christian. My pocket's deep, but my jeans full of riches. Descendants of a king, I got people who depend on me, dependents of a king. My teacher mentioned credit, never said it was a thing. Why you think the mortgage lender isn't lending her a thing? From a real estate to real estate, made sure I ate all my niggas before the dinner dates. I had so much on my plate, now I'm eating like a king, had to work like a slave. Imagine if we never imagined this. Imagine if our imaginations couldn't fathom it. Imagine if the butterfly effect was a caterpillar in the garden of Eden by the tree where the apple is. I'm way too talented to still be in the sticks where there's javelins. I'm Olympic on my Olympus' peak. At the top it's only us, I'm with my G's, but I ain't gotta be high, there's higher powers in.
Yo, just from a writing standpoint, how he used that Olympus bar and to fucking baton pass it to Peak at the end so he could switch to saying the G's line, like, that's some very technical skill with the pen. Like, a lot of motherfuckers can't do no shit like that. Like, yo, that shit was hard.
I'm way too talented to still be in the sticks where there's javelins. I'm Olympic on Mount Olympus' peak. At the top it's only us, I'm with my G's, but I ain't gotta be high. There's higher powers in me, it's 8 feet. I fell asleep and spoke to MJ, and he told me heal the world, make it a better place. Enough red jackets in my ends, it's the end days. Why you think I'm rolling with trendsetters that set pace? Grew up in a race, with a race it's a place where they wanna replace us. I'm patient, but then I'm impatient. God's grace has been ever so gracious. Something to say, but I'm the savior, cause I'm in the matrix. An alien, cause I'm in a spaceship. I saw my niggas on slave ships. I remember telling Whitney you're my queen. I was selling Bobby New Edition on my street. Feds were taking pictures of my team, but I saw the bigger picture, the depiction of my dream. It was nightmares when we lost Mo and Leng. Had a nigga feeling out of place at his home address. I'm the first nigga with insomnia who overslept. I paid 70 in taxes, it don't match what I owe to them, and it's crazy.
Lately I see a lot of man trying to play me. I ain't an escort, but it's fuck you pay me. Deja vu.
Okay. So I'm separated. Yo, Avelino's verse, not a bar, laid off, shelled the whole thing. Fire. I see why Avelino was somebody that was brought up when we was listening to Gets. It totally makes sense. I think though that Avelino has a very American sounding flow though. Am I wrong in thinking this? Because all the cadences he uses, like even some of them sound like Bone Thugs and Harmony. I'm like. It seems like he's an older that grew up listening to fucking our shit, like for sure. But like, he's still very UK, like when he raps. So that's why I'm like, I feel like his flow is very American. So it's something that like at least for me, I don't have any problems with anybody that flows over there. If you're nice, you're nice. That's just how it is for me. But for people that don't listen to UK artists, Avelino would be somebody that. If all his shit sounds like this, meaning like he raps at a high level on all his other records, then yeah, for sure. Like I could see like if you want to give a UK artist a chance, Avelino would be a good starting off point. If you have had a hard time with the accent or the way that the rhyme schemes that they use to kind of make their songs. So yeah, I would say, hey, just so far, Avelino. Approved. This record is gonna be approved because I know Dave's about to kill it. So let's see what happens though.
Overslept, I paid 70 in taxes, it don't match what I owe to them, and it's crazy.
Lately I see a lot of man trying to play me. I ain't an escort, but it's fuck you pay me. Deja vu every time that I get a break. G, I used to visualize my reality in a daydream. Dream to be happy, are you happy with a dream team? Full of happy niggas, are you happy with your team? How many man had talent and ended up on the street? He didn't act on it, now he looks unhappy with his scene. I mean happy Halloween. Me and the team branched out from selling leaves. If my life was a film, the title when it's released.
Come on. Me and the team branched out from selling leaves. Come on.
Would have to be Jeff Shreve, it's one incredible scene. I ain't had a break since the pedal bike in my teens, so I wouldn't lose sleep if you couldn't sell me a dream. I'm tighter than these guys, it's all lies that they're feeding. The seeds of the seed grew the tree in the trees, and no reason for the way that you'll live and make a decision. I hate mediocrity. Last dream I had, I saw Socrates. He told me he believes in my philosophy. I just do numbers, I ain't waiting on the lottery. Nah, I'm best on the scene. The only thing that follows when you're mentioning me, man, invest in a girl when interested, but she ain't invested if she don't say invest in your dream. You invest for your queen, I invest for the queen. There's a big fucking difference. When I was 18, I was a 6-figure nigga, trigger happy, I'm a killer for dinners. We ate livers and corned beef. I work in silence, my touch Midas. Yes, colorism real, but don't let them divide us. We're all blacks trying to run our own race in our own way, feeling pressure from our own race. Struggling to relate. In a black man's eyes, see pride, see pain, see joy, see days of hardship. You wanna be black, but you don't know what dark is. You want our blood, but you don't know what heart is.
Talk
you
that
draw
shit.
me out if you don't know what art is. I'm Picasso.
Let me
this
know.
Me and man know. It's kidnapped. Nothing but red paint when the van goes. I don't make pop art also, and these kicks that I wore hold up. I had a tough upbringing and hard days, I saw those. Weight on my chest, only right, I got a torso, be happy for me. I'm happy to see I happen to be the only one that made it happen for me. As a child I saw lost, now I'm a man in defeat. Outstanding, I stand for something when I stand on the beat.
Come on. Solid ass verse. Fucking showcase what he likes to do normally. Some parts I can hear like, yo, he used the same type of flow that Avelino used in some of his sections. Like this was Yeah, solid fucking record from both fucking artists. Like this is one of those when I see people of high talent make records together, sometimes they make really bad music together. So it's nice to hear that somebody of Avelino's talent, which I would consider now to be high since it's my first time hearing him, and then Dave, somebody who I feel like his talent is high, they actually make a dope ass record. This is solid. I can see why you fucking United, you said I should check this out. This is totally up my alley. I gotta go back because I know I'm not getting every bar, so I'm this for sure something that I think has replay value for other people, but for myself personally, I'm for sure gonna be spinning this at the house. This is fucking hard, especially that first section where he's like the Cassius Clay. I like how because I've never heard his name said like that ever in my life, but it works perfectly for the rhyme, and then for his accent, it's like well technically like who am I to tell a nigga with an accent how to say some shit? Like that's just how it's gonna go. So yeah, if this is your first time checking out Avelino because you're here watching my video, then go check this out on your own. Go check out his Fire in the Boost, the Daily Duppies. If you, yeah, I think yeah, he has a Daily Duppy as well. I got that one pulled up. So go check those out. Go check out Avelino. If this is your first time hearing Dave. This is not my favorite Dave verse. It's a good Dave verse, but it's not my favorite Dave verse. There's fucking other Dave records you should check out, so go check those out as well. But come check this out without me talking over it. Please keep the suggestions coming. Thank you very much for stopping by and actually checking these out. I do appreciate it. I will see you guys on the next one.